according to the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, the home ownership rate in Memphis is about 34%. That's about half the national average of 65%. And experts say the rates are even lower when it comes to African Americans in the Bluff City. The local chapter of the national organization is working to change the numbers one homeowner at a time. To discuss their efforts with us, we are live with Darrell Lewis, the president of Memphis NAREB. Thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Okay, I feel like the time is now for this to happen. Can you just talk about the climate?
Yeah, so during the pandemic, what we saw was a rise in investors moving into Memphis Shelby County to buy lots of properties. And a lot of homeowners who would be available to buy those properties were priced out of the market. Now rental prices have escalated extremely, and those same people who are looking to purchase homes can't because they're not ready or there's no housing stock. And if they're going to rent, they're going to pay almost twice as much for a rental as they would for a mortgage.
Wow, can you tell me what your office does in Memphis?
Yes, so the National Association of Real Estate Brokers Memphis Board, we are geared toward fighting for democracy in housing to prepare homeowners for home ownership. If that takes 12 months, 2 years, whatever the case may be, we're in it with them to show them how to qualify, how to get financially ready, to educate them on the pitfalls, how to take care of the home, and also show them where the resources are for down payment assistance and closing costs. We also go further to try to train and educate them on industries where they can get certified to become real estate agents, home inspectors, appraisals, and the like, so they can create their own personal economy outside of what they do traditionally.
Fascinating. Well, I know that Memphis is a very high debt rate. Do you help people understand how they can manage their debt and buy home?
Yes, we also talk about the personal economy and factor into that mortgage rate what they would not typically include. So we don't want them to be house rich and finance poor once they get into the home. We want them to be able to keep the home once they get into it. Although we do have professionals that can guide them through forbearance products just in case they get in trouble.
Okay, I just remember when I first bought a home, the cost of your mortgage monthly is so much less than it would be for rent.
Yes.
Talk about the benefits of buying a home and what you're teaching during this tour that you're doing.
So purchasing a home is the first avenue to create generational wealth. So if you're paying that mortgage, you get to take the mortgage interest off on your taxes. Every year. You get to deduct the taxes and your insurance from your taxes every year. And then as time goes on, where you're paying down on that mortgage, you're creating equity. So the equity can be used to do other things such as buy other property, to invest, send your children to college. And those are key benefits if you think about it realistically, because the average African-American family does not save more than 7% of their disposable income annually. So if you couple that with the equity that goes into your home, you can create a very nice nest egg in the future for your children. Okay. Or your children's children.
There you go. And you have a bunch of stops, and I know we're going to be mentioning one big one on the 13th, but you're going from place to place in different neighborhoods to teach this. Can you just talk about some of the stops that you're making?
Sure. So this evening we'll be at the Alpha Memphis Education Foundation in Whitehaven, Tennessee. I like to call it Whitehaven, Tennessee, at 6 o'clock for our Political Advocacy Day. So we'll be talking about those things that the public needs to understand, how their vote regulates legislation as it relates to housing. If we're talking about democracy, that is the first place we need to stop. The second place that we're going to be is in Midtown at Inkwell. Our Young Realtors Division will be hosting events for their young realtors and other people who may want to get involved. That's also at 6 o'clock p.m. and it's free and open to the public. Friday morning, we're going to have our first annual golf and spades tournament. This is a fundraising effort that we can train, educate, or raise money to train and educate our public on what it is that we do nationally and locally. So anybody want to play golf? Come on, play with us.
Okay, Darrell Lewis, schooling us all, the Building 100 City Tour. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep.